Hi YouTube, Kevy Koo here. Out for a walk the other day, one of my neighbors was tossing out a rifle stock. He said he had got it many years before from a friend. He's a retired photographer, and he had plans to convert it into a sort of a shoulder-mounted camera mount, almost like the old Russian style. They called him a photo sniper. Yeah, he never got around it, sat in his garage for years, and when he was cleaning out his garage, he tossed it out. I spotted it, and I brought it home just out of interest. I wanted to figure out what it was. My guess is it's military in nature. It has this disc that goes through the entire, I know you can't see it well in this light, but it goes from one side to the other of the buttstock here. And it does have a metal buttstock, and that's part of what makes me think it's military. It still has the slings, one here and one at this end of the forestock here, and it has a metal piece that runs through it, sort of a bolt type assembly. There is somewhere in a few spots, and here you can see it. I don't know how well it's going to show on my camera, but it's a crown with some other symbol beneath it. There's no specific markings on it, and I think what's happened is someone has sanded the hell out of it. On this side of the butt, it almost looks like there was a letter, possibly a letter D, that was in there at one time, or I could be wrong. It could just be some sort of a marking. On the interior here, in the forestock, you can see the numbers 3411 and some sort of a symbol, probably a proof mark from when it was manufactured. And there's another 3-digit number right there, which I can't quite make out. It appears to be made maybe out of birch or something, and clearly there's a seam runs through the stock where it's been made from more than one piece of wood. And those are the only identifying features. It's clearly from a bolt-action rifle. There's a groove here where the bolt handle would sit when the bolt's closed. Other than that, I have no information whatsoever. I'm assuming it might be a birch that has been made from, but not quite sure. I'm no expert on wood. Just wondering if anyone out there had any thoughts and might be able to identify it. My first thought was possibly some form of a Mauser, but not quite sure on that. Anyway, I thought I'd put that out there and see what people have to say. Good evening.